Hey y'all, this is Audra Hicks of Simply Home, your Tennessee Realtor. I wanted to talk to the especially new agents out there, but even seasoned agents in agent safety tips. So stay tuned because I put the real in real estate. So I wanted to go over agent safety tips, mainly for the newer agents out there who have not had all the experience out yet and know how to navigate and stay safe while doing what they love to do, and just be secure in the real estate industry. Now, it could be even seasoned pros that just do not have any situational awareness. Maybe this will help you implement some things that you need to practice every day that will help you in your real estate business. Number one is situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings. So always take note of where you are, who you're meeting, and the general environment. Trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Always trust your gut. Usually that is going to tell you, different situations and stuff. But always trust your gut. Always be so aware of your surroundings. If you're going in and out of homes, if you're in the home, what I always say to do when you're pulling up to a home, back in. My hubby and son taught me that. I am lucky, blessed, and fortunate enough to have my hubby and son and my two Labradoodle fur babies in my business. So, most of the time, my hubby will go chauffeur me. My son does at times too, but we also have him doing my app developing and programming of all of my things that I use, so he's taking care of those for me. Puts out signs for me, central lock boxes, things like that, and so does hubby. So we make all a good team. Always have been in, we've been self-employed for like 32 years, so we've always worked great together. So I am lucky to have, someone to chauffeur me to places and be there with me and have my back. So not everybody has that, so that's why I was trying to put together some tips today for people that are just a single agent like I am, but that do not have the backup to where somebody to go with you to open homes, to open houses, and showing homes or anything like that, meeting clients and things like that. So always have situational awareness. I know the boys always preach to me, boys meaning my hubby and son, they preach to me all the time of always have your situational awareness going on. Whether you're going to Sam's or Costco or you're doing real estate, and if I'm out by myself, always look around, know where you're at, know where your exits are, know where the entrance is, know where everything is, and because people are oblivious and go on their lives, and some people text and walk and get ran over, some people text and drive, but try not to do any of that, and just have situational awareness here. Pre-screen your clients. That's something you need to do. For me, there's a lot of agents who want to have them, they just text with them. They've never talked to them on the phone. They've never met them in person. I just can't do that. Like, no. Now, I can see if they're out of state, yes, and we talk on the phone. We've gotten them with a lender, things like that. That's different. And I do video calls. My son built me an app to where I can do video calls. It's kind of like Zoom, but it's not a Zoom. It's my own on my website and stuff. So I have done many virtual buyer's consultations because they're out of state. But, if they're here, if someone texts you, I don't care if you are starving and you need to sell a home. If someone texts you and they say that they're needing this $1 million home, they need to go see it and they're only available at 7 p.m. at night, and they're all cash, Don't go do that. Just don't. I mean, your gut should tell you something's wrong with this situation. It seems too good to be true. And usually, if something is too good to be true, it is. So please go by those words. Don't go showing homes without vetting your clients first. You need to do that also for that listing, because that listing, they need to know as well that the people you're taking have been vetted, whether it's you've met them, you've went over stuff, you've had your buyer's consultation, you've got them with a lender, you know that they can afford the home that you're going to show them. Just because somebody said that they can buy a $1 million home, you don't know they can until you've got proof of that. So you need to treat this like a business, a true business, because it is. You're a 1099 self-employed person, and you need to treat this like a business. Yes, you need to be there for your clients, and you need to go over and above with your clients, but you don't need to do it to a detriment of your own safety either. So you need to pre-screen them. Some people do get their identification texted to them. Does that tell you that that's that said person just because they sent you somebody's identification? No, it doesn't. You have never met them. And I've heard agents going or wanting to go, and I'm like, please don't go. Don't do that. I've told many agents if they need me and I know they don't have that person that'll go with them, call me anytime, and I'll go. My son can go. All of us can go. My hubby, whatever. Everything is in. There's more power in numbers. So, and that's true. So there are many safety apps and tools that you can use. I know for us, they can, in my Cadillac, there is an app and they can keep up with me that way. We do have Ring car cams, which are wonderful, and I feel so safe having that in mine. We have them in all of our vehicles, and they can drop in. If they'll get an alert when there's motion, so they know where I'm at, so that makes me feel safe. They can drop in and talk to me. I think if my hubby could be quick on his feet anyway, I'm thinking of stuff, so he could get in the Cadillac app, or my son can, and get the horn going, whatever. I don't know. There's just different things that you need to implement in your everyday life. You've got the Life 360, the Find My Friends, all of that, so you can keep up in apps these days on where you are. You can be texting with someone to let them know, here's my itinerary, and I've arrived at this place right now. If you don't hear from me in 10 minutes, please, call the police or whatever. Set up different things that and have that buddy system, as you call it, to help you feel safe and be safe out there. So meet in public places. That is a biggie. For me, that's why I like to rent my own office inside of any brokerage that I've been at. My brokerage, I have one, and it's my own office. I don't have to call and reserve the conference room or anything like that. But if you have a conference room available, you can do that. If you just meet in a public place where there's a lot of people, it's at a coffee shop, meet them in a place where more people will be. People are not as much apt to meet you if they're going to have ulterior motives in even a public place or at your office either. So if people are not willing to meet you before you ever take them out to look at a home, don't go do it. I mean, just don't. It's not worth it. Because every person that is wanting to buy that home, they should want to meet their agent that they're going to be working with almost every day for the next 30 to 60 days in buying a home. And it goes both ways. You both got to be safe and feel comfortable with each other before you start the process of that. So always meet in public places. Don't ever take people to secluded or vacant homes when you've never met them before. I mean, just don't. And then when you pull up to a home, always back in the home. Here's a few words of encouragement, advice that you don't do or you do. When you are pulling into a home and your client's not there yet, you want to be able to back in. That way you see all of your situational awareness. You will see who's walking up to the home, who is driving up to the home. And don't go in that said home and go ahead and do the unlocking and going in and seeing that home for the first time. You don't know who's been there, what's in there, and you might not be aware, or you might leave the door open and somebody walk in there on you. So I stopped doing that years ago, and I think my hubby and son had told me after I had had a few weird situations doing that, where people would walk up to the door, and even though thankfully I locked it, they were trying to come in, and they said, the agent, I tried to call the listing agent, and they said you would be here, that you could show me the house. No, sorry. I'm waiting on my client that'll be here any minute. I don't show houses without, buyer's consultations first. So, usually if they're up to no good, they're not going to stay around, or I've had them come up while I've had clients in the home. They didn't know my client was there, but they came up, tried to get the door open, and then they saw other people there, so they ran off. So different things I implemented from things that's happened. Luckily, when I go in a home and you back in, that way if something happens and you need to get out of that driveway, it's going to be easier to go out front ways than it is to try to back out somewhere. Always do that. When you go in the home and your clients have arrived, you go get the keys out of the lockbox. If it is a combo lock, don't leave that combo lock undone with that lock, the numbers showing what the code is, because while you're in that home, anyone can come up and see what the code is and come back later. You never know. So go in the home, shut the lockbox, and rotate all of the numbers around so it doesn't show the code anymore. Go in the home and lock it. Lock it behind you, so that when you're in that home and you're not paying attention maybe, and you're with your clients, they might have kids in there, whatever, taking up some of your situational awareness. You've locked that door to where people can't just come in freely on you and your clients while you're showing a home. So do that. And then even if it's a Century lock box, always shut that, go in, lock the door, come back out, put the key in, lock the lock box. You want to do that too, because the listing that you're showing, you need safety for them as well. So don't leave things unlocked where people can come in. Don't leave lockbox codes showing, because that listing needs to know that agents showing the home are doing everything they can for safety for them as well. So do that. It goes all ways. Safety goes all ways. So meet in public places. Have an emergency preparedness kit. I am blessed to have a hubby that used to be a Boy Scout growing up, and he's always prepared about stuff. He likes to always have things and preparedness. So he's made me up a huge kit of everything I can think of that I would need every day, from all the different tools that I would need throughout the day, to things for my signs, extra Century lock boxes, combo locks for some homes, shoe covers, extra water. You might have snacks in there that stay, that are good to keep for a while. You have measuring devices. We love laser measurers, so have those in there. So many things he has in that pack that I forget that I probably have it, and then he has to remind me, oh, that's in there. Oh yeah, cool, let me go find it and get it. And it comes in handy. One big thing to have for safety is the flashlight. If you are in a home that is, maybe it doesn't have electricity, it's still daylight, but you can't see much in the home, you need to have a flashlight. Some of your clients like to look in and peep in the attics. If you've got a flashlight, you can do that. If it's dark, then you have your flashlight. You need a flashlight to even see combo codes or Century lock boxes and all that to get indoors these days anyway. So have your flashlight, a really good flashlight, one that can take abuse or drop it or whatever too at times. So I have that. Communication protocols. So establish communication protocols with whoever it is that's going to be your buddy system on going to show home. So let someone know where you're going, who you're meeting, and when you expect to return. Maintain regular check-ins during appointments. Even if it's, certain codes that you, code words that you text them. Let them know, hey, I've arrived. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call the police. I don't know, whatever it is. We have a calendar that is in all of our apps and stuff, so everybody knows where I'm at all times. They know my itinerary. We have the camera in there. They have the apps that they can look. All of that. All of those those are protocols that are communication too. So always have that with a trusted person. And then always trust your gut. Your intuition is a powerful tool. So always trust your gut. And if you trust your gut instincts, then if you feel something's off or uncomfortable during a meeting, don't hesitate to prioritize your safety. So do that. But always, always, always go do what you love to do. Have fun doing it, but always have situational awareness, and all of your safety should be your top priority when you're out and about every day. No matter if you're doing real estate or you've dropped off at the store or whatever it is that you're doing, you need to have situational awareness and always practice safety no matter where you're at. Always have that connection with a person. Whether it's a friend in the business, if it's your loved one, your hubby, your son, your significant other, your wife, men should practice this too, not just women. Everybody should have this. And its safety is in numbers. So if you can have more people with you, that's always a good thing. So hopefully this will help you stay vigilant in navigating your business, and treat this like a business, because it is a business. It is one that you need to set up systems in place, whether you're meeting clients and buyers or listings. You have systems for all that, and you need to have a system for your safety. So I thought I would go over just tips today. Hopefully this will help you, and I think I love it that I am lucky and blessed to have my family involved as my team. They're not realtors, but they do many processes in my business that help me be the successful agent that I am. And it's funny, saw another agent out the other night when we were at dinner, and she said, I just have to tell you that after my surgery, my husband went and carried me. I guess he hadn't carried her around to her appointments before, but she absolutely loved it. She said, this is how Audra feels. She thought of me. She's like, this is how Audra feels when she gets Billy to, take her around and chauffeur her for the day. So she just loved it. So I hope everybody gets to experience that. But me and my hubby have worked together all of our adult lives. I think for 32 years we've been self-employed and always had family-owned businesses. So we've always worked great together. Not all people do. I understand that, or I don't understand it, but I do understand it, because that's the way a lot of people say they can't work with their husband or wife. But we can, and we enjoy it. We love it. Wouldn't have it any other way. And our son as well. His whole life he's been in a family business, and he's self-employed and everything. So I think we all work good together. Even the fur babies, they're a big part of my business. So I am lucky and blessed for sure, and I understand that, and I love it. And but if you do not have anybody, try to seek out somebody in your office maybe that can be a buddy system for you. Just be safe out there, okay? That's what I wanted to do this today for all the new agents that need to realize that they need to do this. No matter where you are, what state you're in or whatever, you know, do that. Reach out to somebody. I tell agents here, different agents, when I hear they don't have anybody, I'm like, you can call me anytime. If I'm available, me or my hubby or son can come and help you, you know, whatever. Always have that backup. Always have the backup plans. Put all these things into place, and hopefully this helps you. And if you like my videos, please like and share with your family and your friends, and subscribe. So until next time, I will see y'all soon. Thanks. Bye.